hit really hard. I think it hit really... See how it's broken out of the chin rest there?
Yeah.
That piece of plastic.
I think it hit right here on the chin rest. It broke the rib, the block came forward, and it cracked it as it hit the block. Attached the block from the back, it stayed intact with the top, so therefore it cracked the top, and then the rib sort of hung loose, because this was broken all the way out to here.
Yeah.
It's very traumatic for a musician, of course, because it's your only tool that you're holding in your hands and using and making music with, and it becomes part of you. A guy like Mark spends every day of the week, many hours a day, and it is his voice, really. I mean, and people become very personally close with their instruments. To disassemble the instrument, which is what you have to do in a case like this. You cannot repair it from the outside. You have to take it apart and repair it from the inside, because with a crack like this, it's extensive, and you have to get everything to line up again to get to be perfectly aligned. And violins, unlike guitars, are meant to be taken apart, so you can pretty much just disassemble a violin. There's a couple of big issues with any kind of restoration like this. One is to repair it correctly so it's going to be strong as it ever was. And so an instrument that's this new with a crack that's fresh, I can make it basically go away and it's like it doesn't exist. It's not going to come open again. And then the other part of the process is to have the instrument sound the same as it did. Which is, here again, it didn't suffer the kind of damage that would really, really affect the sound. It just had a crack. And now in this case, I had to take out what's called the bass bar because the crack was very close to it. And to be able to get in and close the crack correctly and then to reinforce it correctly, I had to remove the bass bar, which is very simple to replace. But I did have to take it out. Well, it gets fit in at a certain little bit oversized and then gets cut down and shaped, and it's not straight either. It's like a little bit of a pyramid shape almost at the top, and then round at the end. So it's not square or anything like that. The acoustical system on a violin is complicated because the back then becomes connected to the top by the sound post, which enables you to have an instrument that's let's say small but mighty. Any one of us, myself or any other violin maker who's been at it a while, we spent decades perfecting this. And to see your work actually being used at that level, along with the other instruments, that when Mark's playing, he's playing with people who are playing these other instruments from the 18th century makers. And it is gratifying to know that, your work can be up there with those guys and holding its own. Does not sound anything like it sounded like when it was new. I can hear all the playing in that it's had. It's still there. I mean, it doesn't go away. Really responsive, clear, deep